seen something so round, how round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball, 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females, I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new shit.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Las Vegas Raiders versus Russell Wilson and the LA Chargers to kick off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On first down, Tagovailoa tagging the traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 7 catches, 64 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Don't do us like that.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Tua. What's coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We'll give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Xavier Rhodes.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Travis Kelce.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Complete to Julio Jones. A gain of 13 yards. first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the... before he's brought down.
14 more yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's going to get a across midfield and into Charger territory.
Montgomery, the ball
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here.
That's good.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On 2nd down, Montgomery fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Chargers offense back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Swift. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He was brought down.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set, eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. And his throw here is incomplete. So thanks to the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being big.
And the Raiders have got him. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
play action. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Montgomery, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the
He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Randall Cobb, his third touchdown now on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Getting set to go again on the offensive side. Randall Cobb works his way back onto the field. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. The kicker here is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. Now it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't... believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking for Kelp. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5.
Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. David Montgomery, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Dump off here complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
40-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. at the 35-yard line.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll go down at the 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
2nd and 6.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 32.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
A gain of only...
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Las Vegas, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my my ribs touch. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special Halloween night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And they'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Raheem Mostert.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Out of the gun, Newton. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. An opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, Swift, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled it.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
On second down, Mostert. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helping them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets takes this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 18. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Swift. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Wilson. That's complete. Right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he didn't get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Ball carrier.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dallas. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Dallas. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen, the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
Newton on the keeper.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Harrison.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Mostert again, the ball.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
He's across midfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Partnered in less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
4 yards.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Now Newton on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
1 yard line.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. And the terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Newton's pass.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson will try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Michael Dixon set to
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Play action. It's Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Newton's pass.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Ray Williams.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We're going full verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Wilson. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On second down, Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson rolling to his right. It's caught. Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown away. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 40.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brought him down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Now this one over the middle, into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Jordan Reed. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Kickoff.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down now, Swift takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Raheem Mostert, 76 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and you go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Conley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, will the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A good pickup there to 22.
First down,
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
And 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Swift. move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And the crossing route complete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 32 on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes it in for the Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On 2nd down, Hyde spins away. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Newton to throw.
Brandon, that's just football 1-0.
Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Past the 20.
Keep going. Keep running, man.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Chargers.
Return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Cam Newton and his offense down by 10. Less than 90 seconds to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Newton. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tyson Alualu able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
35.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Won't you get down?